Hi, my name is Mazzy Hernandez, and today is March 30th, 2019. In this video, I will be talking about the lymphatic system. First, I will be labeling 7 parts of the lymphatic system, and then I will be describing the way that the lymphatic system flows throughout the body. So I'm going to be using this figure to point out the different parts of the lymphatic system. So first is the thymus, which is in the thorax, and that is located right here. Then you have the spleen, which curves around the left side of the stomach, and that is located right here. I did a small drawing. Then you have the tonsils, which are inside the mouth. That's where it gets inflamed. Those are removed. I believe it's called tonsillitis. Then you have the appendix, which is right here on the figure, and it's about 4 inches long, and that's another thing that can get inflamed and can be removed, and that sits at the junction of the small and the large intestine. Then you have the Peyer's patches, and they are in the intestine, and they're just patches throughout, and yeah, they patch up different parts of the intestine. Then you have the cervical lymph nodes, which are on the sides of the neck right here, and those get inflamed when you're sick, when you have an infection that your body's fighting off. And you have the axillary lymph nodes, which are in the armpits, and those are another thing that they get swollen when you're sick, and you can feel the difference sometimes. The way that the lymphatic system flows, it's a one-way flow, and it starts off with the blood and ends with the blood. So first it starts in the blood, obviously, and then it goes into interstitial spaces, which is in between the tissues in the body. Then it goes into the lymphatic capillaries and then the lymphatic vessels. Then it goes into the lymph nodes, and the lymph nodes are located in the neck, in the armpits, and in the pelvic region. And then they have the lymphatic vessels, which are also in the neck and the pelvic region. And they whenever I see them on figures, they always seem to be like lengthwise, where the lymph nodes seem to be like circular, and that's why I think you can feel them being inflamed, because they're like little bumps everywhere, where the lymphatic vessels are vessels, so they're string shaped or whatever, but they're located over here on the sides of the neck and also in the pelvic region right there, not too far from the lymph nodes that are there in the pelvic region. Then you have the, after they go through the lymph nodes and the lymphatic fluids flow through the lymph nodes and the lymphatic vessels, it goes into the lymphatic ducts, and from there it goes into the junction of the internal jugular vein and the subclavian vein. So that's where it ends in the blood. And the reason why it goes through the blood, it goes through the heart in the way that it goes through, is because the lymphatic system doesn't have its own filter. So it uses the heart, because the heart has its own filtering system where it brings things out and in through its own, system. So the lymphatic system kind of just works along with that. And yeah, so that's how the lymphatic system works in the simplest form, without too much detail. They really, this is the way that our body fights off any type of illness or anything. The lymphatic fluid will take anything that's bad that our body isn't supposed to have, and it'll filter it out and put it back into the blood clean. So that's how it works. Thank you for watching.